Quartet, Opus 33, number 3, subtitled The Bird. Anyone want to make a comment about that?
We love how this piece ends with this big rousing finale and then a little surprise, tiny, quiet, delicate ending.
Yeah, we have a penchant for Haydn. We're making a tour of the 83 Haydn quartets. And this is the Vendredi Quartet, Fran, Sherman, Marilyn, Shonfeld, Larry Black, and myself. I'm Nora Williams on this special edition of the Nora Williams Hour, broadcasting here from Suite 537 in the Fine Arts Building, the OCF Fine Arts Space, which is a recital space which doubles as an art gallery, which is a multimedia kind of presentation. So we have a Mozart quartet for you as well. And this is one of the so-called cello quartets. So would the cellists like to say a few words about why they're cello quartets and what that means?
Thank you, Nora. Yes, Haydn wrote 16 string quartets when he was, Mozart, forgive me, when he was very young, and they are not played too often. When he was older, which seems paradoxical for Mozart, who died at the age of 35, He wrote 10 quartets, 6 of which were dedicated to the father of the string quartet, Haydn, one of whose 83 we just played. But the last 3 quartets that Mozart wrote were written for the King of Prussia, whose name was Frederick Wilhelm II. He was the son of Frederick the Great, who was a fine flute player, and Frederick II must have been a pretty darn good cellist, because Mozart put some kind of difficult licks in these last 3 quartets, but also difficult parts for the 2 violins and for the viola. And this one, which is K number 575, is the 8th of these 10 quartets, the first of the last 3, which are called the cello quartets, or the King of Prussia, the Prussian quartets. And it seems very appropriate that we would be playing this piece today in this beautiful studio, where we can see artwork dedicated to the cello.
Sometimes things all come together.
Right.
We know that the King of Prussia was a cellist, but we don't know how good he was or how these cello parts sounded. We know that Larry sounds good on them.
Are we going to play the 4 without stop?
I think so. I think we can do
Okay,
that.
well, we should probably say there are 4 movements: allegretto, andante, minuet, and then a finale, which is also an allegretto.
Wait, I have the wrong part. There are 2 first violin parts.
We can.
Have to do a second violin part?
Yeah, just cut it out.
Do you have the other second part?
Okay, yeah, give a little wave if we need to stop.
Do you want to talk about the switching?
Sure. So this is Mozart's Quartet Kerkel number 575, and our violinists have switched on us like they like to do, change things up a little bit. But it's such a pleasure to play in a quartet with 2 equally talented, communicative, and technically apt violinists, because the roles are very different, but it's great to have the variation. So thank you, Fran and Marilyn.